Hello everyone, my name is Lâm Chi and today I will be talking about materials. This recording has two parts. First is the first materials and second is finding materials. Let's talk about the first part. The first materials. A very long time ago, people didn't build homes. They slept in forests and caves, hunted animals, and collected fruit. They also made things from materials that they found around them. What did they make? What materials did they use? Flint and fir. People made the first tools from a stone called flint. They used the flints in their hand, or they fixed them to pieces of wood or animal bones. People used flint tools to cut wood or to hunt animals. In cold countries, they used animal fur to make clothes and shoes. Wood and plants. People used wood and plants to make shelters, simple places to live in. They cut wood from trees to make the shape of the shelter. Then they used other plants to make the roof and the walls. Some people still make homes like this till today. People use grass to make threads. They push threads over and under other threads to make clothes and beds. This is called weaving. They also made baskets by weaving these sticks. Baskets are great for carrying food and fish. Bronze and iron. Some rocks have metals in them. About 8,500 years ago, people discovered how to use a process called smelting to get metals out of rocks. The first metals, like gold, were very soft. Then people mixed two metals together to make a hard metal called bronze. They used bronze to make tools and weapons. Later, they used another metal called iron. Stone. About 5,000 years ago, people started to live in big towns. They built stone walls around their towns. They also used stone to make buildings like temples and palaces. Stone is waterproof and much stronger than adobe. Clay. About 10,000 years ago, people mixed sand and grass with a type of soil called clay to make a material called adobe. They put adobe into molds and left it to dry. Adobe becomes very hard and in the sun. People use adobe bricks to build the first houses. In many hot countries, people still build adobe house today. People also learn how to make shapes from clay. They put clay shapes into a fire to make pottery. Pottery can hold water, so it's great for keeping and cooking food. 7. Finding materials. The second part is finding materials. It can be very difficult to find materials, and many of them come under the ground or underwater. How do we find and collect these materials? Seeing under the ground, we find different materials in different types of rocks. People called geologists study different rocks to find minerals in them. They also study rivers and oceans to see what minerals are in the water. Other scientists use machines to measure how electricity and radio signals go through different rocks in the ground. They also use trucks that hit the ground, and then machine measures how the ground moves. This tells them about the rocks and minerals under the ground. Uh, Machines called drill make holes in the ground and collect small pieces of rock. Geologists study this rock to look for minerals. People also use drills to take oil from the ground. They make holes called oil wells, and they use pumps to make liquid oil from the ground. People use oil platforms to get oil under the ocean. Some platforms stand on big lakes under the water. It's difficult to get the oil because the water is very deep and the weather can be bad too. Mines. Coal is black. It's a black mineral that people burn for heat in factories. People mines to get coal and other minerals like gold and diamonds. Open cast mines are big holes in the ground. Huge digging machines taking the rock from the mines. Sometimes people use dangerous chemicals called explosive to work the rocks. Underground mines have tunnels deep under the ground. Miners work in the tunnels and cut the rock. It's very dangerous because rocks can fall and water or gas can get into the tunnels. Water and soil. Salt is a mineral that we use for cooking and lots of other things. People can get salt by putting seawater into pools. When it's sunny, the water evaporates, but the salt stays in the pool. Later, people collect the salt. In some places, there are gems or minerals in the soil. People use water to get them out of the soil. To find gold, people put soil into a round object called a pan. When they wash the pan with water, the grains of gold go to the bottom of the pan. Well, that's the end of this recording. Thank you for listening.